In 1957, we are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Dreadnoughts and the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
San Antonio.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And the San Antonio first down.
Now a run with Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the carry, it's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
21-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check 56. Rabbit. Mike 56. Mike 56. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 31. Check 31. 54. 56. Mike. Hey, 59. Right there. 56. Hey, pick your game up. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
5 yards.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw the This defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
There defensively to knock it away was the safety Justin Reed. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 18. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3.
You must be dreaming. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On first down, Staley. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 28.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Nogany on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 24.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And a San Antonio first down.
He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check 24.
2nd and 6. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Carroll. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Cook. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Dreadnoughts 10, Packers 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
3rd and 11.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Packers 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Tariq Cohen on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Carroll. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete to Dalvin.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30.
Gain of 11 on the play.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Check.
Back to throw, Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Watson on 3rd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up 1st down and
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They try again with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Turnover on downs.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brought down back at his own 5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown from the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Watson, off play action. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Set to kick off.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. Right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 34. Prescott 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. And watch that. And watch the ball.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
San Antonio.
Jones now throwing on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
They can't hang with us.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and Cook has it, left side. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's get it.
Today's final.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.